New horror story. I was hired to carve 12 pumpkins. The last one was me. I've been carving jack-o'-lanterns professionally for 8 years now. Started as a side business in college, but it grew into something bigger when people saw my work. I can carve anything. Intricate faces, detailed scenes, even portraits. During October, I make more money than most people make in 3 months. This year, I got a strange commission through my website. A woman named Mrs. Blackwood wanted me to carve 12 specific jack-o'-lanterns for a private Halloween party. She sent me detailed sketches of exactly what she wanted. 12 different faces, each one incredibly detailed and realistic. The payment was triple my usual rate, so I didn't ask questions. The sketches were unsettling. Not typical Halloween faces, but real human expressions captured in perfect detail. Each face showed intense emotion, terror, anguish, desperation. The artistry was incredible, but something about them made my hands shake while I worked. I started with the first pumpkin on October 20th. The sketch showed a middle-aged man with wild eyes and his mouth open in a silent scream. As I carved, following every line precisely, I felt like I was sculpting a real person's face. The resemblance was so perfect that when I finished, I half expected it to blink. That night, I saw a news report that made my blood run cold. A man named Robert Chen had gone missing from downtown. The photo they showed on TV was identical to the face I'd just carved. Same wild eyes, same expression of terror, even the same distinctive scar on his left cheek that I'd somehow included in my carving, without remembering it being in the sketch. I told myself it was a coincidence, but my hands were shaking as I started the second pumpkin the next morning. This one was a woman in her 30s, her face twisted in anguish, tears seeming to flow from her carved eyes. I was halfway through when my phone buzzed with a news alert. Another missing person. Sarah Williams, a teacher from across town. When her photo loaded on my screen, I dropped my carving knife. It was her face I was carving, down to the smallest detail. I called Mrs. Blackwood immediately, but her number went straight to voicemail. I tried the address she'd given me, but GPS said it didn't exist. Panic was setting in, but I couldn't stop myself from finishing the second jack-o'-lantern. My hands moved on their own, following the sketch perfectly. By October 25th, I'd carved 6 pumpkins, and 6 people had gone missing. Each disappearance made the local news, and each missing person matched exactly what I'd carved. The police were calling it an unprecedented crime wave, but I knew the truth was much worse. I tried to stop working, tried to destroy the remaining sketches, but I couldn't. Every morning, I'd wake up in my workshop with another jack-o'-lantern completed, my hands stained with pumpkin pulp and something darker. The carved faces seemed to watch me as I worked, their hollow eyes following my movements. The 7th pumpkin was the worst yet. A teenage boy, maybe 16, his face frozen in absolute terror. I carved him on October 26th, and that evening, Kevin Martinez disappeared while walking home from school. His parents' tearful plea on the evening news showed the same face I'd spent hours perfecting. Mrs. Blackwood finally called me back on October 29th. "You're doing beautiful work," she said, her voice like autumn wind through dead leaves. "Just 5 more, and the collection will be complete." "Who are you?" I demanded. "How are you making this happen?" She laughed, a sound like breaking glass. "I'm not making anything happen. You are. Every cut you make, every detail you carve, you're creating a connection. You're giving me exactly what I need to find them." "Find them for what?" "For my Halloween feast, of course. I've been preparing for months, gathering the perfect guess. 12 souls with the most exquisite expressions of fear. Your carvings help me locate them, call to them. They're drawn to their own carved faces like moths to flame." I tried to hang up, but the phone wouldn't work. I tried to leave my workshop, but the door wouldn't open. "Finish the work," her voice echoed from everywhere and nowhere. "You have 5 more to complete before Halloween night." I fought against it, but my hands kept moving. The 8th pumpkin, the 9th, the 10th. Each one brought news of another disappearance. The whole city was in panic mode, police everywhere, curfews imposed, but nothing could stop what was happening. On Halloween morning, I completed the 11th jack-o'-lantern. It was an elderly woman with kind eyes twisted into an expression of betrayal and confusion. The news confirmed my fears 3 hours later. Eleanor Hoffman, a retired librarian, had vanished from her apartment. Now it's Halloween night, and I'm staring at the final sketch, the 12th face. It's different from the others, and it takes me a moment to understand why. It's my face. My own expression of horror and realization, carved in perfect detail. Even the small mole next to my left eye is included in the sketch, the one I'd forgotten I had until I looked in the mirror just now. Mrs. Blackwood's voice whispers from the carved mouths of the other 11 jack-o'-lanterns. Thank you for your beautiful work. You've been the perfect artist for this project. Now you get to join your masterpieces at the feast. My hands are already reaching for the carving knife, and I can't stop them. I understand now. I was never just carving pumpkins. I was carving invitations, sending out a supernatural calling card that would draw each victim to wherever Mrs. Blackwood was waiting. And now it's my turn to answer the call. The knife feels cold in my hands as I begin carving my own face, each cut bringing me closer to whatever fate awaits the others. Around me, the 11 completed jack-o'-lanterns glow with an inner fire, their hollow eyes watching as I complete the final piece of Mrs. Blackwood's collection. I can hear something calling my name from far away, growing louder with each carved line. I think I know where I'm going to spend Halloween night. Thank you for listening. If you really like the story, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more daily horror stories. Thanks.